The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
You will never, ever be another financial crisis. You know, probably that would be going too far, but I do think we're much safer, and I hope that it will not be in our lifetimes, and I don't believe it will be.
Really? We're much safer? We're never going to have a crisis again? Oh, my God. Didn't we hear that from Ben Bernanke? Did he say the same thing about the housing crisis?
What is the worst case scenario if, in fact, we were to see prices come down substantially across the country?
Well, I guess I don't buy your premise. It's a pretty unlikely possibility. We've never had a decline in house prices on a nationwide basis.
What is it with these people? These two educators, these educated nincompoops, they don't have a bit of common sense. Are you kidding? Then you ask them about the stock market. Here's what they say.
Asset valuations are somewhat rich if you use some traditional metrics like price-earnings ratios, but I wouldn't try to comment on appropriate valuations, and those ratios ought to depend on long-term interest rates, and, you know, of course, there's uncertainty about that.
What, is she nuts? Are you kidding? They're ratios. These stocks are so overblown. It's incredible. The valuations are at nosebleed levels. We've never seen this before. Stocks are going up so much faster than the earnings because of stock buybacks. We've never seen anything. Investors are paying $28 for every dollar of profits when they should be paying $12 for every $1 of profit. Listen what she says.
The Fed recently increased interest rates to nullify the inflation caused by your recent quantitative easing and to reduce the balance sheets, basically. My question to you is, do you or any other important figures in the Fed worry that this could pop the financial asset bubble that has been recently forming over recent years?
You know, asset prices can move, and we don't target asset prices. We're focused on employment and inflation.
Yeah, right. Unbelievable. Why don't you focus on the retirees? You know, it's amazing. They want to hold a meeting and talk about what has her policies done to the retirees. Isn't that interesting? After 8 years, they've screwed the retirees. Now they want to hold some policy. Matter of fact, if you remember, when Bernanke went in front of Congress, they asked him who did better, Main Street or Wall Street. Remember that? And he lied?
I just want to emphasize that we're very focused on Main Street. We're trying to create jobs. We're trying to make housing affordable. Our low interest rates have created a lot of ability to buy automobiles.
Is it fair to say, though, that Wall Street has benefited more than Main Street has?
I don't think so. I just want to emphasize.
Are you kidding me? Quantitative easing was all about Wall Street and screwing Main Street. Are you kidding? What are you, nuts? Quantitative easing was all about taking and printing liquidity and sticking it into the stock market to push stocks up without having earnings growth, so that the 1 percentile who control 80% of their wealth that comes from the stock market, they benefited. Where did Main Street benefit? Small businesses couldn't get loans. They couldn't expand. Small businesses was the solution to the unemployment. Small business was the solution to the recession. But Obama decided not to use the small business. They made sure they never got any money. You couldn't go to a small bank. You can go to a community bank to borrow money. They made sure there was rules and regulations, that there was so much set aside that a bank couldn't lend you. Screwing them. Are you kidding? And how have these low rates benefited the economy? How have they benefited retirees? Are you kidding? The retirees are earning so much less on their savings. It's criminal. What she did is lower these rates to near zero so that the retiree who was getting 5% then got down to 0.25% or less to subsidize those that she was lending money to, the CEOs of companies, to buy their own stock back so they could make a fortune where their income was 350% more than the people working for them. Are you kidding? And they got to a point that the retirees, they got scared. They felt they better just if they could just get a 1% return. They're just looking for a 1% return because they were afraid of investing in the stocks, because they really believed that the stock market, if it took a dive, they would have to sell their stocks to fund their lifestyle. Not true. But no, their planners weren't going to tell them that. Their planners weren't going to tell them how to get into an exchange-traded fund. They could get the S&P exchange-traded fund, which you can reverse it so when the S&P is going down that you're making money, but planners aren't going to tell them that. These people got so screwed with these low rates. How about their fixed income? Low rates killed retirees. Worst thing for fixed income is low rates. When you have a fixed income and you got these lower, you're dead, dead, dead. It was done purposely. It's just crazy. What lies?
I don't know any other way to put it other than theft. But this 2% annual inflation rate, this target, Mr. Pollack, that's purely arbitrary, correct?
It is, Congressman, and it's a pure theory.
And call it a hidden tax, call it what you want, but you're stealing from my parents. You're stealing from all the boomers that have saved and planned. And then I hear a testimony that, you know what, people haven't saved enough. Well, where's the incentive? I mean, what are we doing?
You are absolutely right.
Incentive? They punish you if you save. They punish you if you save. There's no incentive to save. Are you kidding? And as they say, these low rates killed fixed income. Example, no longer are annuities for a safe income stream is possible. Annuity, they used to get annuities and have this nice income stream. It was safe. No more. The monthly income of a person, a retiree, receives from their fixed, annuity is based on interest rates. And now these interest rates, are at a low. So they purchase this annuity, and with the interest rates at an all-time low, annuity payouts are also at an all-time low. Unbelievable. So they tell them, buy an annuity. And they're getting screwed. And here's what I love. And planners will tell the retiree to buy a smaller annuity, such as 25% of what they would normally buy. They're told doing this several times from different companies over years allows you to buy at various interest rates. I mean, this is nuts. And they also say, and also buying from separate companies protects you, because maybe one of these companies may go bankrupt. This low interest rates have screwed them. How about pensions? Those are in big trouble because of low interest rates. 93% of corporate defined benefit pensions are unfunded. Pension funds must make sure that their assets grow at a pace adequate to cover future liabilities. Well, wait a minute. Low interest rates have made that absolutely impossible. Everything Yellen has done is to screw the retirees. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
And you're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, Phil Grandy here. I want to reach out and thank all the listeners in the Boston area for listening to Phil's Gang Show on AM 1260, The Buzz.
Welcome back. Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Everybody wants to say we've got this incredible recovery, and it goes on and on. Dr. Michelle, can you tell me one good thing the Federal Reserve has done in the last decade?
In the last decade?
Well, maybe that's not fair.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Are you kidding? Listen to this.
We're paying banks 1.25%, absolutely risk-free, for excess reserves. What do we do to get them to loan that money to deserving businesses?
I can tell you exactly why. Because if they stop paying any interest on excess reserves, banks would pay absolutely nothing and raise their rates on their deposits, charge for deposits, because they would have to make it the income source. Everybody would take deposits out of the banks and put them in money market mutual funds, and the banking system would collapse. They have to keep the reserves in the banking system, because if the rate outside the bank, if they didn't pay anything at all, depositors would start getting charged through the roof to keep deposits at the banks. Banks are getting paid right now to hold people's deposits.
You're saying the banks can't find another place to make 1.25% on their money?
Look, what they're doing is they're saying to the banks, look, give me your money. This is the Federal Reserve. Remember, the Federal Reserve is no more federal than Federal Express. It's a private banking cartel, the richest people in the country, like the Rockefellers and the rest of them. Okay, they control Congress. They're our owners. And their goal is to make sure we are debt slaves, that we're poor so they can control us. So what they do is they say to the banks, give me all your money, the most of your money, we'll give you 1.5%, don't loan it. And that's why small businesses never grew during the Obama years. The Federal Reserve turns around and says to them, give me your money. I'll pay you more than you'll make at the end of a day of loaning on a house or in a business. That's why we had no growth for 8 years. That's why the economy over 8 years grew 1.8% instead of 3 and 3.5 and 4% under all the other presidents. That's why we've had the worst recovery. We did not grow this economy because small businesses could not borrow. They didn't want them to borrow. They want us to stay in debt. And then, by staying in debt, I told you this last week, then they got the reason to say, for the better good, we better keep interest rates low. We better keep interest rates low. They don't care that they're screwing all the retirees. By able to keep the interest rate low, that gives them the opportunity to create a stock market bubble. Drop those interest rates down to zero. Give it to companies that buy their own stock back. Push that market up. Well, the guy that's working for $15 an hour doesn't benefit him. Him and his wife making $55,000 doesn't benefit them. It only benefits keeping interest rates low. It only benefits the very wealthy, who most of their income come from the stock market. That's called quantitative easing. So they did it on purpose. That's how they create bubbles. If you keep people poor, the rich get richer. That's why the poor gets poor, because now they got the cover. They say, oh my God, look at this. Look at this. We better lower rates. Things are so bad. We better lower rates, and we better lower. And also, let's start lowering credit. Yeah, give people credit. Let's sell them stuff they can't afford. And the stock market goes up and up and up and up and up. And people get more debt, more debt, more debt. And then it crashes and they start another one. As long as they can keep people in debt, keep people poor, they can use the excuse to start another bubble. That's what they do. So let's hear, for example, take long-term care. Let's take how they screwed the retirees. We talked about the pensions. They got screwed on fixed income. They got screwed on pensions. They got screwed on long-term care insurance. Look at Yellen's rate policies really hurt these retirees when it comes to long-term care. That covers the cost of all these expenses, these services they need when they get older, their final years, including nursing care, assisted living, and adult daycare. These insurances, the insurance policy, they couldn't afford them. I mean, remember what that long-term care insurance does. It saves the family. It saves your kids, because otherwise they're going to have to take care of the parents. It's so important to have long-term care insurance so it takes the burden off the family. But this low rates put the burden right on the family to take care of their parents. Because of the low interest rates, the long care insurance premiums have skyrocketed. For every 1% decline in rates, insurers have needed to hike premiums by 15%. So the consumer, what they've done is delay the buying of the long-term care insurance. So while they wait for interest rates to rise, and she hasn't, she raised rates 3 times to 0.75% in 2 years. At the same time, Greenspan did 27 rate hikes from 1% to 5%. See how she was screwing us on purpose? So the consumer is sitting there, and he's not buying that long-term care insurance because he's waiting for rates to go up, and she's not raising them. What are they going to do? That's not your health. 24 hours from now, your total health can change. That's just brutal what they did. But anyways, so that's why you want to become a gang member, so we can help you. I just want to help you, reach out and help you. And you can do it with the stock market. Don't be afraid that if the market crashes and you're older, you think you got to sell all your stocks so you can live the lifestyle you become accustomed to. You don't have to sell those stocks. You short the stocks. Are you kidding? You make more money shorting. You want to hope for a stock market crash because stocks go down 10 times faster than they go up, but nobody ever tells you that. Your planner's not going to tell you that. He's going to try to sell you an annuity instead, where he gets a big fat commission off the top. Unbelievable. Look, today, remember, at the end of the month now, I only got a couple of days, I'm still offering, you can get my color-coded chart, the MV2 free, as long as you're a gang member. You sign up for the gang membership today. It's $39.95, and you get the $29.95 MV2 color-coded chart, absolutely free, which tells you when to buy and when to sell. And it really, really works. And it's really great for people who are so busy and they don't have time to learn how to trade or learn how to invest. It's just a buy-sell signal, which you follow me. So simple. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Call now, join, and get your free chart.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Performing technical analysis is no easy task for any investor unless conducted with a professional stock charting service. At Phil's Gang, we offer a choice of high-power, color-coded stock charts, all seamlessly integrated, so you can tackle the market the way you want to. The Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts. From Phil's Gang are high-performance HTML5 web-based charts that work on any browser and device, so you can put live streaming data and fully interactive charts in the palm of your hand. Phil Grandy designed the MV software to have the best features, and so far the early reviews have been great. You can plot charts on an intraday basis as well as on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. There is also a built-in watch list that you can customize to your liking. For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM.
Welcome back. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com.
Earnings data was great. So first quarter was great. We think second quarter is going to be great.
They continue to tell us the rates, the earnings are going to be great. That's a lie. They told us that they think that earnings are going to hit 9%. Not true. These earnings are about 40% higher than they should be, because what companies are doing is they're not taking a lot of their expenses and they're not deducting them. Example, if you have machinery that's older and the value went down that piece of machinery, you got to write it off. They're not doing that. If they lay people off, they're not writing that down. These are expenses. So what they're doing is not taking a lot of their expenses and writing them down. That's how they're making that's how they're making the earnings look better. They're adjusting these write-offs called adjusted earnings. We talked about this yesterday. So they're lying when they say we're going to have they're going to have a 9% earnings growth. It's not happening. So they're trying to increase the earnings by 50% better than what they should be, by using the adjusted earnings, by not taking these write-offs that they should be. I mean, it's just fraud. It's total fraud. And that's why we use charts, because when we buy a stock of a company, we don't care if they didn't write their expenses off like they should. We don't care if they got bad inventory They got to return it. They don't write it off. They got $2 million in a bad deal, and they don't write it off, and they should. I don't care they're cheating. What do I care? All I know is the insiders, the big guys, they know that company is doing it, and they know they're going to take their stock out. So the big institutions are going to pull their stock out, and that's going to turn our chart red. That's going to tell us we should get out too. You're not going to get that listening to these educated nincompoops on these financial shows when they're trying to impress you why you should buy a stock. Don't listen to them. Now today, I've been telling my gang that we're starting to see oil start to level off around $43 to $45 a barrel. And you're starting to see a floor put in. There's some fantastic stocks, oil service stocks, that you got to start paying attention to. You can buy an exchange-traded fund, an ETF, OIH. This is a terrific thing to do, OIH. But you got to wait until we turn green on a chart. And if you want to, again, join the gang, it's $39.95. You get the color-coded chart free, and you can follow me on OIH. When this starts turning green, it's already going up. The stock's going up, but it's still red, telling us we don't have enough money coming in. So once it turns green, I'll tell you, go ahead. I'll start buying it. You follow me. And then at the end of each day, I do a video on exactly what I'm doing with OIH or whatever exchange traded fund I buy. But you're going to see gold. The dollar is getting hit now. Finally, the dollar's getting hit. People say, why isn't gold going up? It's been going up. We had a good week last week with gold. But you got to be patient. When something happens in the stock market, the stock market's not a speedboat. The stock market's like Queen Mary. It takes time to push it around. So right now, we got the dollar getting hurt, and the dollar's going to get worse and worse and worse. People know what's going on in this economy. They know what's going on. As a matter of fact, Trump is saying he wants a weak dollar. Weak dollar is a weak economy. So the dollar's going to get worse. Everybody's going to be going to gold. So why wouldn't you buy gold? Most people buy gold at the wrong time, especially the gold mining stocks. If you just like oil, they're buying it all at the wrong time. If you take GDX, and these are when mining stocks, when mines are closing. You want to buy mining stocks when the mines are closing, when they're going out of business. If you take in the last year, gold mining stocks have dropped from $32 down to $18. That's a 43% drop. It's up a little bit now. Okay, now it's dropped. Let's take the same $32, and now it's $22. So it's up a bit. 31. So it's starting to form a little base here. So you just got to know, but when do I buy it? When do I buy it? Well, you don't listen to these guys on CNBC, or you don't listen to Varney, or you don't listen to Payne, or any of these people. Listen to what the message you get from the market. Listen to the message from the market. And what is that? That's the inflow of money and outflow. And that's what I designed for a chart. So GDX, we'll buy the GDX as long as we know all the big guys, the smart money's buying. They're not buying it right now. But what a discount. Just think of the discount. You're buying these beautiful stocks, these mining stocks on a huge discount. Take a stock like Rig. That's an oil. Just take an individual oil service stock. Bring it back a year. You talk about a buy. Here's a stock that was at $17. Today it's trading at $8 and just say $9. That's a 40% discount. A 40% discount. But what are you looking at? You're trying to get back into Facebook. Or you're trying to get back into Apple. You're trying to get back into Netflix. Remember, these stocks aren't going. These stocks are not going to make new highs. The big institutions in that flash crash, they pulled their money out. They know what's going on. You got to be going to the stocks in the sectors that are beaten down. And then try to buy the exchange-traded fund. Buy the exchange-traded fund for all the oil rigs, oil service stocks, which is OIH, which Rig is part of it. That's how you make money. Now, when the market, if they're going to come in and do QE and they're going to put new money in the market, that's why everybody got excited today, because today, when Draghi came out, he basically said they're going to continue in Europe with their QE. They're going to keep printing money and putting it into the stock market, keep pushing stocks higher to keep masking how bad the economy is. Everybody got excited. The investors, when they heard that, they said, oh, that means that Trump's going to do QE. So everybody started to buy stocks today, which is stupid. They took that as a message. He's going to do QE. He is at some point, but not today. So you just got to be a little patient with this market. And I think the market is in one of the best shapes we've ever been in. Why? Because they've taken the stock market since 2008, and they ran this market up to 232%. It's on heroin. And every time they try to get off of it, they can't. They try, they can't. So they start shooting up again. More printing, more printing. And what does that do? That takes the economy. That kills your job. You can't get a good job. You can't get overtime. You go to the supermarket. What you used to get a bag of groceries for $100. Now you get a quarter of a bag for $100. This all is going to hit. And then there's going to be an event. It may be China, or it may be the banks in Italy. There's going to be an event because this economy is so fake, so fraudulent with the stock market. It's going to be one event that's going to take down this whole economy. It's going to be the crash of this third bubble. But we'll be ready. And then that's when you short the stock. There's so many opportunities in this market. It's incredible. Never seen it. And you know what really gets me? They're getting mad at Trump because he wants to cut back the amount of money that the Fed, the federal government, you and me who pay federal income tax, is giving to the states. They're all mad at him. We'll talk about that when we get back and how that's going to affect the stock market. What are you, nuts?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The MaxVest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the MaxVest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Performing technical analysis is no easy task for any investor unless conducted with a professional stock charting service. At Phil's Gang, we offer a choice of high-power, color-coded stock charts, all seamlessly integrated, so you can tackle the market the way you want to. The Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 Stock Charts. From Phil's Gang are high-performance HTML5 web-based charts that work on any browser and device, so you can put live streaming data and fully interactive charts in the palm of your hand. Phil Grandy designed the MV software to have the best features, and so far the early reviews have been great. You can plot charts on an intraday basis as well as on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. There is also a built-in watch list that you can customize to your liking. For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
Are we now at the point where the country does need to think about some sort of single-payer system in some form or another?
With my limited knowledge, I think that probably is the best system, because it is a system. We are such a rich country. In a sense, we can afford to do it.
There's a reason that big pharma stocks, insurance stocks, and hospital stocks have gone up over the last 2 weeks, because very little is changing when it comes to bringing down the cost of health care in this legislation.
There's not going to be any legislation. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. They're going to bring down costs. Obamacare didn't. This new legislation not going to, because you can't mix. So you got to go total free market. Medicaid is a socialized medicine. You can't, people got to realize a lot of people have socialized medicine. It's called Medicaid. And to try to mix a private market with socialism doesn't work. They've got to start putting their man pants on, Congress, but they don't want to do it. They got to get out there and admit to people, we got to do, there's two options. We either got to go totally Medicaid, let's go to a single payer system, or we got to go totally, hey, you're on your own. We're getting rid of Obamacare. We're getting rid of, there's no more of this programs run by the government and half government run and half private run. No more. Everybody go out. You can cross state lines. You go to Europe, wherever you can buy, and then let the market set the price. Then premiums would drop 50, 60, 70% if you did that. Just a total free market. But the politicians won't do that because they don't want to go home and tell their constituents that's what they're doing. They're going to say, oh, what about the poor? What about the poor? Gee, I don't get reelected if I don't take care of the poor. Well, you can take care of the poor easily. You can take care of the people with pre-existing conditions easily. You just go to the S&P 500 companies, you put a tax on them, tiny, tiny tax, and just put it in a trust to take care of anybody with pre-existing or anybody poor. Go to the big S&P 500 companies, they can write it off. Go to the pharmaceutical companies, tax them. Oh, they don't want to do that, because they do that, they're not going to get reelected, because Congress goes to the pharmaceutical companies, they go to them to get their funding so they can get reelected, so they don't want to do that either. Maybe we just get rid of all the Congress. Why do we need a Congress? We don't need a Congress. Let's just every month get a carpenter, let's get an electrician, let's get a steel worker, and they become a congressman for 6 months, and then you replace them again. They'd make wiser decisions, smarter decisions. Every 6 months you change them, or maybe a year. But you can't be a lawyer. You can't have a college education. You got to have made it on the street. You built your own business. You'd watch how quick this Medicaid would go away. This is ridiculous. What's going on? It's unbelievable. It's waste. It's fraud. It's out of control. Medicaid costs $553 billion a year. Now, the federal government. Now, when we say federal government, who's federal government? You and I who pay federal income tax. We're the ones who contribute to the $348 billion. And by the way, 42% of Americans, 45% of Americans don't pay federal income tax. So a lot of us are getting hit. We're carrying that whole load. $348 billion. And then add another $80 billion on top of that, which is about $428 billion. Because remember what Obama did? He wanted to send more money to the states so they could expand. 31 states could expand so that the Democrats show how kind they were. Take more people on. Take many more people, poor people on. And so now all the insurance companies were loading up with the poor, the sick, and the elderly. And they're going bust. And they had to leave the states. That didn't work. But here's what gets me. Why should the federal government or people who pay federal income tax send money to a state? Why should we send money let the states who pay for Medicaid, it's $553 billion totally. You got to put the other $80 billion on is for the 31 states that were extended on top of our $348 billion, which costs us $428 billion. But the states only pay $204 billion. And that comes, of course, from payroll tax. The states shouldn't get any money from the federal government because let the states tax their people. If the states were responsible for their own Medicaid, they don't get any funding from the federal government, then they would make sure there's no waste and fraud. And then bring it down to the states, to the cities. Let the cities and the towns raise taxes for Medicaid. They'll make sure there's no fraud. Why? Because the taxpayers would go nuts. If somebody said, well, we've got to raise our taxes now in our city. Got to raise taxes in our county. We got to raise taxes in our state. People go nuts. They'll say, well, why? What are you guys doing? How many people you got on disability programs? Right now, about 65% of the people who get a disability check shouldn't be on disability. But do you think some person in Washington cares? You think some bureaucrat in Washington cares that there's such fraud with these disability checks? But if you bring it down to your county, to your city, and your city's going to raise taxes, or your county or the state to pay for these people who are on a lot of less people would be on disability. So you got to get the control back, not even to the states, get it back to the cities and the towns. Then all this fraud would be gone. That's the problem. See, that's the problem. The waste and fraud. Disability checks are crazy. Once you get one, you get it for the rest of your life. This is crazy. Look, you either got to go full socialized medicine, or you got to go to the single payer. And think about it. The best argument for a single payer health plan is when all the giant health insurers bailed out of Obamacare. None of them were left. There's like one guy and one insurer in the whole county. You know, and they all claim they're not making enough money because too many people with serious health problems are using these Obama exchanges, and not enough healthy people are signing up. And that's a true claim. The problem isn't Obamacare or this new program they're presenting by the Republicans. The real problem, it lies in the structure of private markets for health insurance, which creates powerful incentives to avoid sick people and attract healthy ones. Look, the more sick people and the fewer healthy people a private for-profit insurer attracts, the less competitive that insurer becomes relative to other insurers that don't attract as high a percentage of the sick, but a higher percentage of the healthy. Eventually, insurers that take too many sick, too few healthy people are driven out of business. That's what happened. If insurers had no idea who'd be sick and who'd be healthy when they sign up for insurance, this would be a problem. But they do know. And they're developing more and more sophisticated ways to find out who is sick, who isn't sick. health insurers spend lots and lots of time and effort and money trying to attract people who have high odds of staying healthy, while doing whatever they can to fend off those who have a high odds of getting sick. As a result, we end up with a health insurance system designed to avoid insuring sick people and the elderly. What are you, nuts? Look, if you don't want to have a 100% free market, free from government intervention, where the market sets the cost, then you have one choice, a single-payer system, which ensures everyone, funded by all taxpayers, not by just some of the people who pay federal income tax. So you need to go to a single-payer system. It's the only thing that's going to work. We're seeing that now. Everyone's got to be funded by all taxpayers, not just by those who pay federal income tax and workers who are getting taxed through payroll. See, here's the problem. Our insurance companies own our Congress. That's the real problem. That's the real problem. Look, every time they always say they're going to, you ever notice like the banks, when they always merged with each other, they said how it was going to be good for the consumer? Well, that's what Aetna did when he wanted to take over Humana. And they said they was going to create the second largest health insurers in the nation. They're going to be about 33 million members. And they said, oh, consolidating is great. We're going to reap economies of scale. Oh, really? We heard that from the banks. Look, Congress needs to put their man pants up, fess up, and say, look, we don't have the guts to go to total free market, so let's go to single payer and get this thing over with. Get my free chart right now. Call now. Join the gang. 877-600-GANG. It's your free MVT chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.